All right, and welcome back to another episode of Catching Colorado. Today, I'm preparing to go salmon fishing, and I'm gonna be tying up some egg patterns. Now, I have traditionally in the past used peg eggs, where you take a plastic egg, put it on the line, and stick a peg in between, and then you can kind of like put it right above a hook. I figured this year I wanted to try something different and use some McFlyFoam to tie up some eggs. So in the vise right now, I have a 201 size 14 hook. You can really use any sort of nymph hook. You don't want quite a scud hook, but essentially similar profile. And then what I have here is basically a old hackle plier tool where I've cut off the end and then threaded some multicolor McFlyFoam through that tip. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull out about, I would say 1/8 of an inch, something like that. And then I have a little yellow spot, which is gonna be the yolk of my fly, and I'll show you where that goes in just a minute. But this is kind of how you wanna start, with this hook and with this tool set up, ready to go with the McFlyFoam. So I'm gonna set this aside for a second, and I'm gonna get out some thread. This is 140 denier red thread. You could use any thread you want here. I'm using 140 because it's got a little bit more strength, but you could also use like a nano silk here. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this tool and I'm gonna find the yolk and I'm gonna lay the yolk right in line with the top of the hook. So that's kind of how you want it to look. And then I'm gonna take my thread and I'm gonna do 3 crossing wraps very tight with that thread. So I got 3 crossing wraps there. And then I'm gonna take the tool and I'm gonna pull out about another 1/2 inch or so. So you want a little bit more exposed than what you originally started with. And then what you can do is you can take that thread and you can go back over 3 times in the opposite direction, just like so. And then I'm gonna take my thread and kind of work it up to the eye of the hook. I'm gonna grab my whip finish tool and I'm gonna do a 3-turn whip finish, just like so. Pull that tight, and then I'm gonna cut that free. And then what I wanna do is I wanna take my scissors and I wanna cut about 1/8 off, or right in the middle of that foam, just like so. And then I'm gonna kind of brush that egg a little bit, and it's gonna start to take form into like a little sphere. And then if you have any, extra hanging pieces, you can kind of chop them off. But that right there is a perfect egg for salmon fishing, and this thing is ready to go. Now you could make it a little bit bigger. You could also have it a little bit more forward on the hook, which is kind of probably where I'd like it. But what I found is they're gonna go after the eggs regardless. The salmon are trying to pick these up with their mouth and put them back on the riverbed. So by using this pattern, you're not actually catching the fish eating, you're catching the fish trying to protect its eggs. Just like when you use a San Juan worm, you're not catching them eating, you are catching them being predatory and pushing stuff away from their eggs. So spawn's coming up. That is a beautiful little salmon egg color with a little yellow yolk right on top. And this will absolutely catch salmon. If you guys have any questions about how to tie a foam egg, let me know in the comments down below. Fairly straightforward tie. And if you guys have any other flies that you'd like me to tie up, please leave those in the comments below as well. I want to put stuff in my vise that you're interested in seeing. Before you leave, please leave a like and subscribe, and we will catch you next time on another video for Catching Colorado. Thanks for watching the video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you're interested in more relatable content, you can check out these videos right here. Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe down below so you can stay updated on our next adventures.